Okay, so let's create attributes. Here, let's create this again. So all the lines I will delete. All the single lines I will delete. Okay, so we have this. So here you can see this is, if you double click on it, this is normal single line text, as because this is not variable. Okay, so which are variable we will create with attribute. Okay, so let me check with unit first. Unit, and here millimeter and precision, let's do it, and let's go with 150 at the rate 150 by minus 90. Okay, so suppose this is our general title block, and here I will create with divide. So for that, let me explode this. So I got individual lines. I have exploded it with X command, and here I got this divide option. So I will divide this line with the segment number, that will be 3 segment. Okay, all right. So now if you can see, there is 2 dot, 1 dot is here, 1 dot is here. So if you want to specify the points properly, so that you got this point style, and here you can change the point style. Click on OK. So this is, and you can copy this line. Okay, and let's again div is the command for divide, which I have done with this icon. Now select this object, press the number of segments. For this, I'll provide number of segments 5, and what I'll do, I will copy. So for this, how I will copy, I'll select this object, press enter, specify the base point, and there I will do with array, and number of items will be 5. Enter, second point you just provide, and you will got this. Okay, now we have this quick select option, quick select, and here object type will be point. So I'll apply to entire drawing. Okay, and if you want to apply in a particular area, so that select this icon, and then you can specify. Okay, I'm just clicking on OK with point and entire drawing. Click OK, all the points has been selected, and press delete. Now trim the unwanted parts. So I'll trim this part, and here I will trim this part. Okay, so let's do trim this part also. Okay, so now what I'll do, I will create line from this. So hold shift, right click, and meet between 2 points. From this point to this point, create a line, and I'll make a mirror. Okay, so let's do with this. Okay, so here company name you will be providing, or the title of the project you can provide at this top. Here you can provide the title. So most of the cases, as because I'm saving it as a title block, so most of the cases the project name will be varied. So for that, I will make it with attribute. So att is the command. att is the command. Here, go with this attribute tag prompt and default. Let's know what it is about. So the general value of tag is when we provide it as a attribute. So you will see only the tag value. OK, and when you convert it into block, you save that attribute as a block. That tag value will be converted to default. So we will only can change the default value. OK, so and what is prompt? Prompt is the definition of default. Prompt is the definition of default. So according to that, you have to provide in the prompt. OK, so you'll get to know. And one more thing, that is you cannot provide space bar in tag. Cannot provide space in tag. So that you have to keep in mind. Sorry. So here, if I provide space, it will show me the error. OK, so while clicking on OK, the tag may not contain space. So you can do with underscore or dash. And if you don't provide anything in the prompt, so by default, automatically it will take the tag value. OK, if you don't provide anything in the prompt, it will take the tag value. So let's OK. And what about the text height? You can provide the text height. OK, and even after that also you can change the text height and rotation even after that. So let's place it. Click on OK, and here let me place this project name. OK, and let's change. If you double click on it, you can again change it until you can if you don't convert it into block, till then you can change it, the tag prompt and default value. After convert it into block, you can change only the default value. That is only changeable, that is only variable. OK, so let's do these things. And here these things won't be variable, so I'll create with text. Here let's provide this 5. So let's OK, close editor. So here you'll provide the name. OK, and all other details you will provide, like scale. And here you can place company logo, you can place a location, you can place. So for that, let's do with location. And here you can provide if it is architectural, so that you can provide this is architectural only. So the heading will be provided with text, and the variable values will be provided with attributes. So for that, att is there, att, and here you provide the RF. Here you provide scale factor, and here you provide 1:10. Okay, and here you can provide the text height. You can change it after that as well. Okay, and the same thing, you can copy it. CO is the command to copy. Choose the base point and place it. Double click on it. This will be page. So page size. Okay, so this way you provide all of the things. Here you see this drawing number, title, date. These are there, so they can be filled up here. Can provide multi-line text. Let's provide here. Let's provide text that by multi-line text. Let's provide date. And all other things you can fill it up. Okay, so let's proceed with the main thing, that is converting into a block, and let's place all the attributes at the right place. So okay, so here I cannot provide space, so okay, and click on OK. Let's provide it. Let's place it here. Okay, again you can copy it with the CO. You can copy it in this, copy this as well. So double click on it. This will be checked by so here you can give it a name, or you can, if you don't need this for attribute, you can leave it as a blank. So okay, so this way you can fill it up, and let's again copy this. Double click on it. Size. Trimmed in mm, and like A4, you can give it here. Click on A4. So this way we'll place all the things. This is all right, and after that we will convert it into block. B enter block. Select object. Select this object. Place enter. Specify the pick point. So we place at the bottom right corner. So this will be the pick point, and name with title block. Everything is there, so we won't open in block editor right now, maybe in later. So we will uncheck this and click on OK. And here you can see this is for the page size. I have provided in the prompt this trimmed in I have provided in prompt, and this is the default value. So prompt is the definition of the default value, so according to that you have to provide it in prompt. Okay, so here you got everything, and after that you can change it as well. So this when you first you will convert your attribute into block attribute, then this edit attribute window will pop up. Click on OK. Even after that, if you double click on this, you can see this is the value, default value. This is attribute. This is attribute. Here you can see. So all of this you can see, you can change the only default value. You can only change the default value. Here you can see. Here you can see what is written in tag, what is written in prompt, what is written in value default. You can change only the default value. And let's go to this Silicon Valley, which is named this project name. So here you can see this prompt is not available, right? Here prompt is not available. So text option, you can change this text option to like 10. You can do the height, you can change it. Okay, and any justification, any text style is there, so you can apply those things. You want to change the properties, so according to the layer you can change it. So here these are the layers, so you can change it to any other any particular layer you can assign with. You can change, you can override the color, you can change, you can assign the plot style if there is any particular plot style. So we will discuss about the plot style, what is it exactly. If there is line weight needed, so that you can provide all these things, all these properties you can assign. So according to that we will do. Okay, so this is how we create our title block with attributes. Attribute is needed when we generally store our alphabet numerical value, when those values are variable and we store it with block. So then we will create with attributes. So that is all about your attributes. Now suppose you want to hide all the attributes available in your project. So for that, attribute display is the command. Attribute display, attribute disp is the command, and if you off it, so you can off those attributes. And if it is anything like that in your project, so you can bring those back in the visibility. So again, att disp is the command, and you on it. Okay, so this way we generally do control our attributes. So you can go to this express tools, and here you got this explode attributes. And if you explode attribute to text, these options are available. You can explode your attribute back into text normal as a normal text, so that you can do it from here. This option is available. Okay, and you can import this into any other project. So for that, W block is there. Okay, W block is there. Okay, so we have done with our attributes. Now let's see what we can do with our printing and layout and page setup option. So here we place this block attribute with attribute. Here we have placed. So we are generally in this layout tab where we set, okay. So if you right click on this layout tab, you will get this page setup manager. You get this page setup manager, and from there you can set your page, and which is already done. You can modify that also. And let's check the commands. So with the command you can also do. So that is the command page setup. If you type only page, so auto suggestion will give you that particular command. So the same thing you will get it. Okay, so I'm currently in this, and let's go with this modify. So here we can see this plot is there. Okay, so we can change it to another plotter if there is any particular plotter is there. So according to that plotter we can set, we can name it. If there is any printer connected, we can select that particular printer. Okay, or else generally we publish it into PDF. So for that we will select AutoCAD PDF high quality, or this smallest file which will compress only. Okay, so generally we can choose DWG to PDF. Okay, and there you can go to this PDF option. So you all know about this PDF option, so nothing new. And here you can set the paper size. So the paper size is all okay, so you can set, you can choose from all the presettings. You can choose if you want to create your paper size. Suppose your company follows certain paper size, so you can create your own. So how you can create that, let explore that. So you have to go to this properties option, and there you will get this custom paper size option, custom paper size. And you go to this add option, and you will begin with scratch, that is from the default, or you can work with any existing, so that you change very less, and you can start working very fast. So you can go with use existing, and you can start from scratch. So let's start from scratch, and here you can specify the width and height according to yourself, that is in millimeter. You can change the unit as well in inches. So let's specify like 800 by 500. Let's specify. This is done, and go to next. And the printable area means you set the margin within this, within the margin, that is the printable area. So let's place it like 10 from each and everywhere. Let's place 10 only. Okay. And then next you can give it a name like TSA. Let's give it a name. And if you want to save it with another file name, so DWG to PDF is the file name. And let's go to finish, and this is done. You can save it, you can uh, save it in a folder. Okay, so you can save that and click on OK. Click on OK. So this is the following file is going to be saved here. Click on OK. And paper size, go to this paper size option, drop down menu, and go to the top or at the bottom. You can get, yes, TSA is there. Okay, and click on OK. So you got this. So this title block is not according to that page. So let's change that. Page setup manager, go to modify, and that will be set to A1. Okay, click on OK. and it's perfectly fit. Okay. Uh, so let's change. Uh, this is what to plot. What to plot option. If you choose layout, so then all the page will be printed, and if you go with the display, whatever is currently displayed, that will be printed only. And if you go with window within particular area, you don't want to print the total page, you want to print, suppose the ground floor only you want to print, so you have to go with this window option, and you have to select your ground floor within that area, and that will define what to print. And extent is the upmost area that is in your model space, whatever all the objects available in your model space, so that will be printed within that. So you have to choose which one is right. So in most of the cases we use layout, and if there is anything to plot offset, so that you can choose. So as because you have done with layout, so it will print all over your page. So now let's go with this plot style. Let's go with this plot style. So plot style is like if you want to print it with another line type style, or you want to print with black and white color, so that you can assign with this plot style table. So here generally none is selected, so you can go with monochrome. So monochrome will do all the uh, objects printed in black and white, so that you can place. So for that, let's go to this. Okay, so this is already created, like the task given to you, you will create that. And this way we have created these things are created. Okay, so let's go with this. These are the viewports. Okay, so let's create some viewports. This title block has been placed. Okay, so you know how you can place this title block. You can go to this insert, and from there you can insert the title block, and you can paste it. And let's create some viewports. Let's create with viewports. Viewports is the option. Viewport, why we create viewport is like, if I give you real life example, it's like the television in your home. So suppose in Wankhede Stadium there is a live match going on, but at your home you can see that. So the television, how the television screen works, so same like that, this viewport will work here. So you have created your model, your objects in model space, but you want to see it in this paper space. So for that you are creating this viewport. Okay, so you can create four equal, you can create with four equal. So for that, let's check first what we want to place. So
Maximum is 4 equal, right?
yes, maximum is four equal.
Yeah, okay.
Yes. Okay, so here you can place with an elevation and this plan. So let's create with two. Okay, so let's create with two. Viewports is the command. Viewports. Okay, viewport is the command. So you can place with two horizontal or two vertical. That's your choice. Okay, and you want to, if you want to provide viewport spacing, so that you can provide. Okay, and most importantly, in which layer you are creating that viewport, which is the current layer, so within that layer that viewport will be created. So for that I suggest you to create a new layer for viewport, and let me check if there any viewport layer is created. So there is no viewport layer created, so let me create a viewport layer first. With viewport layer I will create the viewport, and I can give it any color, but the properties I don't need to be printed, so I will uncheck this print option, this plot option I will uncheck. So that won't be printed. That viewport, the border viewport won't be printed, but objects within those viewport will be printed. So that's why I have done this. So let's go with this viewport command. Viewports is let's place two horizontal, and you can provide spacing like 5 and click on OK, and you can go with this fit option, so that will be fit within this printable area from this corner, this dotted corner to this dotted corner, so that will be fit. And I don't need to be fit here, so I will place with this corner to this corner. I will draw it. Now here you can see. Okay, now what I'll do, I will double click on it. So here 5 is too much, the spacing 5 is too much, so what I'll do, I'll undo it. Let's do it viewports, mm, to horizontal, and I'll place only 1 mm spacing. And here you can change the view as well. Here you can change, so the current view is whatever is in the model space, so according to that it is aligned right now in this 2D. So if you change with 3D, so there you can change the views, and visual style is 2D wireframe, and nothing to be changed for 2D. So 2D wireframe is all okay. Here if you choose this, for this viewport you can change the style. If you choose this, so for that viewport you can set your view, your visual style. Okay, click on OK, and it's from this to this. Okay, so we got this viewport and this viewport. So this viewport is created within this wall, so I forgot to activate our viewport. So this is the viewport layer. Within this viewport it is created. So let's double click on it, so then the viewport will be activated, and within this model space is active right now. And if I double click outside, paper space will be activated. So then I can do whatever it is required to do in this paper space. So for all the paper settings I can do in paper space. And if I double click on this within this viewport, so then model space is activated. Here you can see I have this command line window, aim space is showing the command. So you can like you can set this way as well, you can set it. Okay, you can set this, and after that you can lock it. You can lock it so that if you zoom it, so that won't be affected anymore. You locked it. And if you have any particular, you set this, and if you have any particular scale for this particular drawing, so that you can set. So as because just you have locked it, so to change that you have to unlock it first, and then you can change it. So according to that you can get. So here you got this. Okay, all right, so these are scale. Okay, so you can suppose this you you want to create a scale. So for that, this custom option is there, and here you go to this add option, and this paper unit and drawing unit is there. So let's assign 1 by 150, and you name it is 1 is to 150, and click on OK. And after that it is added, so you can place it this move down, you can place it below this 1 is to 100, and click on OK, and select this is selected right now. And here you go to this 1 is to 150. Yes, this is right now fit, and you can place it a bit side, and you lock it with this scale. and you double click outside of this, and if you double click inside of this viewport, you can get this, you can assign this. Yes, if you pan it, the scale won't be affected, but if you zoom in or zoom out, the scale will be affected. So this is locked right now, and even after that, suppose you want to change that area of your viewport, so that you can also change. Okay, that you also can change. Double click, and as because this is locked, unlock it, pan it a bit. Okay, with that scale can have it. Okay, so let's double click outside, select this viewport, and with this grip point of this viewports, you can change the area of your viewport. Okay, so that's how we can change the areas even after placing it. Double click on it, and so you have to unlock it to move the positions. Okay, and again double click outside of it. Okay, so again you can place another viewports. Let me align with this. Okay, so again you can specify your viewports. Okay, so this way you will place all your views and you will go for the PDF output. So for that we will go for plotting option after setting all the page setup. So after doing the page setup, uh, the plot option will be similar. Plot is the command, or you can go to this quick access toolbar for the plot and continue to plot single sheet. And if you are doing with batch plot, so for maximum number you have more than two number of sheets are there, so you will go for this batch plot. So here we are going to plot single sheet. Click on OK, and here this will be selected as DWG to PDF, and layout will be there. Okay, and suppose if you want to plot only particular area, so that you will go for this window. So whatever is displayed right now, that you can choose. So uh, most of the time we will use layout to print the total page. So print orientation, drawing orientation you can do with portrait or landscape. Okay, and here even after that you have assigned that for particular viewport, for particular drawing, you can change the drawing, and for all the page you can assign the scale factor. Okay, so the scale factor will be 1:1, because in the viewport I have assigned with this. So if there is a common scale factor, so you can assign it here as well. You can assign it here, and you can assign in the viewports as well. So these are the option, and this is there. So if you choose this AutoCAD, so with all the layer colors and properties, general properties, you can print out. So let me show you with this preview option. So here you can see this is the preview. So I have to set the page and everything. So let's close this preview window, and what is the page size? Let me check. Okay, I sorry. Uh, so this is the option, but I'm getting too less. Let me click on OK. Cancel. Okay. Yes. So that's why I'm getting like this. So let me check with the dimension. Di is what is the area? So it is 37.59, and here it is 28.38. Okay, so that's why I'm getting like that. Okay, so what we can do, we can again go to page setup, set the page, go to modify, or else we can place like that. So this is set up like that, so I have to set the page setup properly. Go to modify, let's create the page, this custom paper size, go to add, click on OK, millimeters, that is 35, 27, next 5, or else 2 is 2 will be fine. Okay, let's go for the next, and let me give my name, and let's do it finish. Click on OK, choose this from the bottom, and click on OK and close it. So you have to select all of this, aim, enter, move it. Okay, so again go for that page setup, so that should be done properly. Go to modify, and go to this properties, do custom paper size. So you go with this edit option, and let's change it to 50 by 35. Next, finish, name with this 50 by 35 mm. Click on OK, click on OK, and click on OK, close. Yes, it's now we can place it, aim, enter, move. So here I'm placing it, and go for the plot option, continue, and with that same settings you can plot it directly. And if you need to plot with black and white, so you can choose this plot style table monochrome and go to preview. So here you can see this preview option is there. So if you go to this, even here you can edit it. So if you go to this like black color, for this color, if you want to change the line weight, so that will be like 0. Okay, so you can save and close and apply to layout, and let's check the preview. So here you see the thickness is changed. Okay, so for these colors, these are the blue. So generally these are the blue, as because monochrome is set, so we are getting in the black. So for those colors you can change. Okay, so for that, it is. From here you can change the colors. If you remember the color name or the color, so for that go to layer properties, and here you see 150 is the color, so you can change that color and these colors, line weight, or else you can change it from this. From here you can change it, or else let's off this line weight display option, and let's print it. Plot is the option. Continue, and with all these settings you can preview and check the preview. So you have to change it in layer. So there you will see you can decrease the line weight. So from there you have to change, otherwise this according to the color you can change the line weight. So, and now let's export the PDF file. So if you click on OK, with this drawing orientation is perfect. You can scale line weights as well. So if you check this scale line weights, you can change. Let's see what happened. So something happened. Okay, so you can scale the line width. So for that, if you choose this to like 1:5 unit, and let's go for the preview, so that will work for total, so that we don't need. Okay, apply to layout. Now click on OK with all the settings. Now let's save it in our desktop with this name, and let's save it. And here this is the file. Okay, so this way we will print out our files. Just a second, let me open the AutoCAD. Yes, so this AutoCAD file is visible, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yes, okay, so now let's go for uh, this file. So now suppose if you have already existing project, a old project which is created in paper, and you need to trace. So for that, how you can trace, or else suppose uh, a group of 5 number of people have created a project in parts. So you can assemble those parts and make it a single sheet with that external reference. So how we can do that? Let's see. External reference, xref is the option. Xref is the option, and here you can go to this attach dwg. From here you can attach image. The image file you can trace, you can attach dwg. So let me choose. Okay, so let me choose this, and scale you will not specify on screen, so you can choose it here. If you want to specify on screen, so then you can check it, and on screen you will get the option. So I'm inserting it as it is, so the scale factor is 1 and 1. You can check the uniform scale. So rotation, if you need to place in rotation, so that you can place, and the block unit, so here you cannot change. Okay, here you cannot change. So that is within that project it is set as a insertion unit. So that is why I am getting this. So I cannot change it from here. Okay, I cannot change it. Click on OK, and as because the insertion point was there as a specify on screen, so I'm specifying the insertion point. Here I have specified, and I will double click, and this is, so here you got this, that this is slightly faded in color. Now if I go with this lines, I can trace this. I will get all the snap points according to that, and I can trace it. So let me trace with this 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 layer. Let me trace with this layer. Cannot. Okay, so that layer is frozen probably. So let me choose another color. Okay, let me choose with its dimension. Okay, so here I can create, I can trace, and suppose this part is not only needed to extract, so that I can extract. Now these are, let's explore these options. So here if you go, so you will get some options. So here you can see this is the project, this is the project currently loaded, and if you right click, select and right click, you can unload it. Okay, so unload means you hide it. If you reload, you generally bring it back. Okay, and suppose this is a part of a project, suppose this part has been done by someone else, this part has been done by someone else, and this is by someone else, and you can assemble in this drawing 3 as a single sheet. So for that also we can use this external reference. So for that, what we will do, we will right click on it, and we will bind. Okay, we will bind, and this bind and insertion will work as it is. The only the naming with the block will be just different. Okay, so there is no such huge difference, so you can choose anything. Click on OK, and here you will see it is as a block. You will see it is as a block, and you can press X, enter, and you will explode it. Here you can see the colors are in its true color. Okay, so line, right click, select similar, delete. Okay, so this way we can also bind projects with this. Suppose this is done. Here again we can go to attach DWG. Suppose that is another drawing. Assume that is another drawing, and we open it. We again specify on screen. Click on OK, and sorry, go to this attach DWG, select that drawing, click on open, all this. Okay, click on OK. Okay, so that is already a standard block in the current drawing, so that's why cannot insert with that name. So let me change that name. Okay, so just a second, let me close this. and let me change that name. And here again you go to attach TWG and change that and click on OK. And here you specify, so you can drag it again, aim enter, you can place it, and again you don't need these files, so you can detach and go with this detach option. So right now just only if you want to delete that, so then only you will detach. Suppose you need some changes for this file, so you want to open the original file, so from here also you can open the original file. So if you right click on it and open, so that you with this option you can open the original file. Okay, and you can compare with the selected file also, you can compare. So that can also be done if there is any changes you have done with the recent file and the old file, you can compare. So that you can do with this external reference. So here I'm going to bind it only, click on OK. And suppose here these were not available, suppose these were not available, only these were available. So this way you can also assemble into a single sheet with the help of external reference. So this is all about today's class. I hope you all have enjoyed, and if you have any doubts you can ask me. Hello, hello,
Hello.
your voice, yes, yes.
Yes, sir. I was asking about the last class that we used to make a block of a door.
Yes, yes,
You
yes,
said
yes.
that you will teach us that how to make with a scale parameter. Wait, not scale.
um,
Sorry,
with the
stretch.
stretch, yes, yes, yes,
Actually,
yes.
I was facing some problem regarding.
Right, right, right. So yes, I was about to. I forgot totally today. So next class, please remind me that, so that in the beginning I will start that. Yes, I will cover that.
Okay, okay, sir.
Okay, okay,
Hello.
okay. So yes,
Yes, I wanted to ask about the task which you had given previously for the plan of a
hmm
bungalow. So it must be just in the XY direction, like only 2D, no? Not
yes,
3
yes.
3D model, right?
hmm Only 2D right now.
Or okay, okay. And for the column foundation details, that should be designed separately, or should we have to attach it to the main plan, elevation plan?
Yes, you can attach that with that.
Okay, okay.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, I had a doubt of a dynamic block for a window. I had
hmm
done the ground floor plan of the set of plans which you had given. Can I just share my screen? I will
Yes,
save it.
definitely. Okay.
Yeah, can you see this plan?
Not yet. Your screen is still not visible.
Now,
Not yet.
uh, one shared tray. Okay, then work two. Sharing is paused until you return to the shared window. So Actually, I'm unable to do the screen sharing. How to do that?
Yes, that is available at the top right corner.
Open share tray.
Uh, okay, let me show you.
Yeah.
Is this Microsoft Team window visible?
Yeah.
Yes. So this is the option.
Okay. Shared
So do we also have to make the elevation you have given us in the drawing?
Yes, yes.
Okay, actually I've completed the ground floor and the first floor, but
Mm-hmm.
not the elevation and the concrete detailing you have also attached in it.
Yes, go with that. So generally you will get the idea. Uh,
Okay.
So for the advanced softwares, we won't do manually like AutoCAD. So there we will mostly create the 3D model, and from that 3D model we can generate our 2D drawings. Yes, Rohit, it is visible.
Okay. Yeah. So in this,
If you guys want to skip elevation and your column details, so you can escape that.
so the doors I have done the dynamic blocks. So this is
Okay,
done.
great.
Yeah. So just the windows, I've
Mm-hmm.
created the W window, and even the chhajja has been done in the dynamic blocks
Yes.
because there might be problems in other areas like this.
Mm-hmm.
But
So
this,
the flip
yeah,
should be there. Okay. Okay, go on.
yeah. So the W2 window, if
Mm-hmm.
I need to convert a W window into a W2, can I, how to do
Okay.
that? Using a stretch command or scale, because scale also goes into X and Y direction. I just need to change the Y direction for the
Yes.
window.
So for that, select that or place it somewhere else. Go with that insert option. Go
Uh-huh.
to insert option. Yes.
Yeah, window.
Yes. Place it somewhere else. Yes.
Yeah.
Select that.
Mm-hmm.
Control 1.
Block editor.
No, properties.
Okay.
Control 1. Yes. And there you got this scale X. Scale X.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
There you have to provide the scale factor.
Okay.
Yes. So provide the scale factor.
Yeah.
So if you have
Let's
done with
let's
feet and
yeah.
inches, so you have to provide the ratio with inches. Like I have provided in millimeter only, like
Right.
900 by 1200. So here you have to provide with inches.
Okay, okay. Yeah, fine. Yeah, I
Okay.
got that. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. All right then. So if there is any more queries, there are any more queries.
Actually, I've done a um,
Yeah, tell me.
isometric of the trophy wala
Mm-hmm.
homework.
Okay, 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 okay. Yes, so for that, it needs something different.
Uh-huh.
Uh, yes, the handle part won't be revolved.
No, I rather revolved everything 360 degrees. So
Yes,
this
yes, I
was what
understand.
I got. Yeah.
No problem. That's very
Yeah.
good for the practice.
Yeah.
Thank you, Rohit.
Thank you.
Okay, so I'm ending the class here. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank